Good morning, Libra. This is Jodine at Hoodie Priestess Tarot. And I hope you're having a good day and a good week. I'm going to try again and do a reading for you. I got my windows closed. I'm trying not to hear that stuff, but there it is. I'm going to try and do another reading for you. The last one that I was doing turned out so weird. And it wasn't necessarily that it was a bad reading, but it was... Bad, good. What does that mean? It just put me off a little. It was like I kept getting the same cards over and over and over again. And the hangman was constantly on the bottom of the deck. I felt like I was going in circles. And it creeped me out a little bit. It was late at night. So I decided just to hang it up on that. We'll try it again. So I've got this deck of cards called the Modern Life Oracle, and it's got a collection of personalities in it. And so this deck, and when I do these readings, it asks you to use your intuition. So for instance, if I say, who's thinking about Libra, and I draw the drama queen, you would think, oh, who's the drama queen in my life? Or what about this card relates to somebody? Here's the yoga pretzel. If you drew that card, who would that be in your life? And then we ask, then I get out the tarot deck and we ask, what do we need to know about that person? What's that person thinking, or do they have any message for you? So I've been doing a round of that for all of the signs, and I need to do a round of that for you, and then after that I'm going to go to Celtic Cross. So the next round of readings will be Celtic Cross. Okay, but in the meantime, who's thinking about Libra? Who's thinking about Libra? Thank you. The mansplainer extraordinaire. Interesting, that card's never come out yet. There's lots of cards in this deck that have never come out. Okay, let's look at, what's the mansplainer extraordinaire thinking about Libra, or is there any message that they'd like Libra to know, or what does Libra need to know about them? Once again, mansplainer extraordinaire. Okay. For Libra, thanks. Where are my glasses? And we have Five of Pentacles and the Devil. And the Wheel of Fortune. And what's on the bottom of the deck is the Chariot. Libra, is this a person who you recently kicked out of your house, or are they in the doghouse? Is this a husband in the doghouse? Because it looks like they feel like they've been tossed out. There's a possibility that they could have left on their own and they're refusing to come back, and they want you and everybody else to feel sorry for them. Look at how Libra treated me type of deal. Or both things could be going on at once. You kick them out. Then we got the Devil. So it's a toxic attachment of some sort. You know, are they saying this about you? Are they saying that you are toxic? Or, you know, are they saying, like, this is your problem, like you're crazy or something like that? And then we got the Wheel of Fortune. I just have this feeling that they're saying, well, we never know what to expect from Libra. Libra threw us out. I never know what Libra's going to do. I never know what to expect from Libra. I'm moving on. Okay. So that's what it looks like for Mansplainer. Let's see who else is thinking about Libra. Who else is thinking about Libra? Who's got Libra on their mind lately? All right, here we go. The Deadline Surfer. Not spilling that coffee there. Riding the waves. What is it that Libra needs to know about the Deadline Surfer? Do they have any message for Libra? Or what are they thinking about Libra? Or just what is it that Libra needs to know? Okay, here we go. King of Pentacles. Four of Wands. Page of Wands. The page always has a message. What's the message of the page? Let me shuffle for the message of the page. What is the message of the page in this spread for Libra, please? Three cards flipped up as I was cutting, and I never know if I should take these or not, but they did flip up. So we got the Six of Cups. You know what? Six of Cups and the Moon card. Oops, sorry. And the Four of Swords. I will go ahead and take them. And then on the bottom of the deck, once again, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so we've got the King of Pentacles here. I think this might be an actual person. It looks to me like it could be a boss or it could be a friend. Maybe the two of you go way back together. Or you could be working for somebody who you have, not have a past with, but somebody who you've known for a while, who goes back into your past. It looks like it's a pretty happy and stable relationship. Either that or they have maybe proposed marriage to you. I mean, the King of Pentacles can be a boss, but it doesn't have to be. Okay, King of Pentacles could be somebody who's an earth sign. Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. So when I see these two cards together, I wonder if this is somebody who's proposed marriage. And somebody who you've known from your past. And if this is an unexpected proposal, like something you never expected them to do, or if they're proposing something to you, it's unexpected, like you didn't see that coming with the Moon card. Or maybe you did see it coming, maybe you intuited it, because the Moon card would be a lot about your intuition too. Could be psychic. I don't know if it is or not. And then the Four of Swords would be taking time to rest. If this is a marriage proposal, I would think maybe somebody's taking time to think about it, like they haven't given an answer yet. That's what it looks like to me. And then on the Wheel of Fortune, if you've told them that you're going to rest on that and not, like you're going to sleep on it before you give them an answer, they're probably thinking, oh, it could go either way. They don't know which way the wheel's going to turn there. And then we've got, underneath that, we've got that Five of Pentacles again. So I don't know if we're still talking about the same person we were talking about before. Who else is thinking about Libra? One more time. Who else is thinking about Libra? Thank you. The ghosting guru. Yay. I always say that. Yay, it's the ghosting guru. Okay, well, what about the ghosting guru? They took it upon themselves to disappear. So what are they thinking about Libra? Anything Libra needs to know about the ghosting guru? Chariot, which is a card of Cancer, if that makes any difference. Eight of Wands. And Knight of Swords. We've got three really fast cards here, like the three fastest cards in the tarot deck. We've got them all. This is like lightning speed moving on. I got my shit together and I'm moving on quick. This is a lot of communication, but if they're the ghosting guru, have they been communicating with you? Either that or it's like getting everything together, like making all kinds of arrangements, getting all your plans together, everything headed in one direction, but it is a speedy card. And then we have the Knight of Swords. I always call him Too Fast, Too Furious. Drama. Fast moving, kind of a drama person here. What's on the bottom of the deck? Once again, it's that swords. It looks to me like the Four of Swords. It looks to me like this is something like you feel you need to recover from. This person who finally made a lot of drama and fluster in your life and then disappeared, you feel like you need to recover from them. Okay, now we ask, who's Libra thinking of? Let me give these cards a couple shuffles because we're going to switch gears now. We're going to change the energy a little bit here. We're going to ask, who's Libra thinking about? And these two, who's Libra thinking about? Looking at my time. All right. Okay. So, who's Libra thinking about? One more. You're thinking about the deadline surfer too. No doubt. Okay. Libra, what are you thinking about the deadline surfer? Big decisions there. Deadline surfer for Libra. Thank you. Empress. King of Cups. Queen of Swords. But who's on the bottom of the deck? The Emperor. Is this your boss? I mean, that's a card of Aries, by the way, just in case it makes any difference. And the Empress is a card of Taurus. That may or may not figure in. I mean, this guy doesn't have to be your boss either, but I mean, he is the Emperor. I mean, that's like, He's the boss of all bosses. And he's like the king of all kings. But he could be an older man. He could be somebody's father. But the King of Cups is also on the table, and the Empress is here. I think this is somebody who you know you're sharing a very fruitful and abundant relationship with. This could be a way of thinking of you saying that this person is very important to me. I always say the Empress is a VIP. You know? The Empress is a very nurturing card. So you might feel nurturing towards this person, or maybe you feel that they're nurturing towards you. The King of Cups, I always think of as a guy who loves you. Also, the King of Cups is somebody who's emotionally mature. And the Queen of Swords, she sees things clearly. She sees the truth about things. She's one who comes in and makes decisions. Okay? And right underneath this Emperor in the deck is the Two of Pentacles. Now, all twos are about making decisions. This one is going back and forth. You see how he's juggling? He's going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So you are trying to make, I think you are, have been offered a proposal of marriage, and you're trying to make up your mind. Do I want to do it? Do I not want to do it? Do I want to do it? If you really wanted to do it, would you have to ask yourself? Would you have to go back and forth? Maybe. Okay, who else is Libra thinking about? Who else does Libra have on their mind? Who's Libra thinking about lately? The retail therapy guru. You've had a couple of gurus. You've had a ghosting guru and a retail therapy guru. Right. What do we need to know about the retail therapy guru? What's Libra thinking about the retail therapy guru? Four of Cups. Five of Wands. Ace of Wands. What's on the bottom of the deck? The Queen of Swords. I have a feeling that you would have something you'd like to say to this person, but it's a struggle to get their attention. It's a struggle, like they're distracted by something. They've got their mind somewhere else. They're preoccupied with something. You're not getting on their radar. You might be getting to the point where enough is enough with this person. You obviously really like them, though. This is not the Ace of Swords. But it looks like you're not getting through. What else is here? Yeah, the King of Cups, the Queen of Swords, and the King of Cups. The Nine of Wands, somebody who never gives up. The Four of Swords. that deep rest, taking a break. I just have this feeling that we're talking about the same person over and over again here. I think when I was doing the reading for you last week, that felt a little creepy to me. We had the King of Cups in that reading too. I feel, Libra, like we had the King of Cups and we had the Hierophant. And it really felt like somebody was asking you for a commitment. And it looks like we're back here again. There's been a proposal of marriage. You can't make up your mind. Libra, I just want to say, listen to your intuition. If you can't make up your mind, that might be telling you something. All right, that's all I've got to say about that. Because after all, I'm not a licensed psychologist or anything. I'm just a person, right? I'm just a person. Let's look at the Urban Crow Oracle and see what it has to say. For Libra, please. For Libra. We need some advice for Libra. Preparation. Card number 37. 7 and 3 is a 10. The 10 is the ending of something and the beginning of something else. Okay, I'll read on 37 and then we'll wrap this up. Okay, preparation. Here in Seattle area, we have lots of ferries. These are the kind of ferries that go across the water, back and forth, ferry people across the water. And these smart birds have mastered the ferry schedule. The crows know when the boat will return and on which side of the road the cars will disembark. While the ferry is crossing the sound, the birds harvest the clams from the nearby beach. They bring the clams over to the ferry landing and strategically place the clams just right so that when the cars leave the boat, they run over the shells, breaking them apart and leaving fresh clam meat for the picking. Preparation speaks to getting ready for something you know is on the horizon and planning for it accordingly. It's about getting all your ducks in a row, like the chariot card. Getting all your ducks in a row, or in this case, clams, so that you achieve the most beneficial outcome. Okay. I don't know if this card is speaking to that marriage proposal, or some of you may be saying yes, some of you may be saying no. Or if it's something else that you're getting prepared for in your life. Okay, but that's what I have for you, Libra. Take care until I see you again. Bye-bye.